Greetings, Nimrods. So last fall I picked up a Stihl MS 260 Pro. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while, and I bought this saw knowing that it was a problem saw. The guy who was selling it bought it not running from someone else, thought it was fixable. Turned out to be a little more than what he thought it was. It actually had burned up, so he had to bring it to a shop, and they put a new cylinder kit in it. I don't know what brand it is. I haven't looked at that in detail, but it still would not run properly, would not hold tune. So I suspected the carburetor. So I bought it, thinking I could fix it quick. Did a carburetor kit. The needles holding didn't seem to be a problem, um, but it still did not run right, and it was actually starting to run worse. So I tore the whole thing down, checked the impulse lines, did pressure tests on everything, could not find a problem with it. Put it all back together, did a little research, and lo and behold, I guess people have problems with the gas tank vents on these. So that little $7 plastic part there, I ordered that. I also noticed that the gas cap had been, the O-ring on it was a little loose, so I ordered one of those at the same time. Put them on, and lo and behold, the saw ran. Um, Not great though. In that MS 251 video I did, we compare it with this saw, and that was literally the first time this saw had been in wood after doing that change. And the chain was in pretty sad shape. I did sharpen it, but whoever had been filing this really got lopsided with the teeth. One side was much longer than the other. The left-hand side always ends up being not getting filed as much. So I haven't really gone to town on that chain, but I will every time I sharpen it now. I do twice as many strokes on the long tooth, as it were, and it's coming back, but it's going to take a little bit more. The other thing I noticed is the more I use this saw, the better it gets. Maybe that's a placebo effect or something, but I think that the cylinder change out they did on this saw originally may not have worn in yet. The rings may not be seated. So we're hoping for good things with this saw. Took it back up to Maine recently, and we had felled this big tooth aspen. It was a really tall tree, not terribly wide, but very tall, and it was rotted at the base near the camp, and which made it hard to do the seat cut right. And yeah, I got it hung up, so we had to spend some time with rope and cables and come alongs, and eventually got it down and took 2 other trees down with it. Oops.
Well, plenty of firewood.
Yep, plenty of firewood for the camp, at any rate. So the more I use this saw, the more I like it. It does seem to start pretty easily. Obviously, that's warm, but even the cold start, as long as it's got fuel primed in it, it starts right up. And again, there's a great size saw, a little bigger than my 024, which I really like, but it is a little small, a little less power than this. And this really is nice for bucking small trees and definitely felling trees. And if it's something you have to carry any distance, it's definitely a light saw. So easy on the back, which we like. Obviously, some of the stuff we buck up is going to be too big for this, but it's getting the job done. So we like this saw, and for the short money I put into it, it didn't cost me much to buy it, and the carburetor kit, and that gas cap, and the vent, the gas vent. Short money. We got the saw going good. It's in pretty good shape too. It doesn't show a lot of wear. Before they melted this down, I don't know if they just burned didn't sharpen the chain enough, didn't cut the rakers down, and melted it that way, or if they straight cast it. But hopefully that new cylinder kit works out, and we'll have this saw around for a while. Happy hunting, Nimrods. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Nimrod wants you to subscribe. Happy hunting, Nimrods. Wait a minute, did I already say that?